I'm about to have another meeting with a lawyer and meet with a potential employer. And then basically, it's like this. My brother was such a tough and hard-headed kid. We went to sailing camp once or twice and flipped over a sailboat. It was no big deal. And then they did this thing called a hell ride where they take two outboard motors that go about 55, 60 miles an hour. And it's fast enough to do barefoot water skiing, but they would use these huge inner tubes and with the idea that they take you through a wavy strait where other boats had made these big wakes, and it would bounce you off the inner tube so hard and so fast you'd go flying. And my brother, for some reason, didn't understand the concept that you're supposed to fall off. So he just held on. And the guys were surprised. They went, and they're like, man, we can't find your brother. And they stop. And he's like, yo, time out, time out. He's holding on to the freaking tube. So that's how stubborn and hard-headed he is. And, it's hard not to be angry at him because he's so stubborn and stunad, as the Italians and my dad would often be fond of saying, stunad, because he left the fucking door open and jeopardized all the things in our house here. He left the door fucking wide open while I was in Canada. Can you imagine? Goes to show you, the house is on watch, it's on lock, it's being, but, luckily I was able to save, a lot of things, and I definitely think somebody was walking around in here and he absconded some stuff, but luckily, after him breaking in the first few times, I said, you know what, there's no respect. He broke in here so many times that he would just basically push his hand through here and lock this, and he'll walk in here and, disable all my security cams, all these wires, all this shit, and, start doing weird shit here and leave that completely open and compromised, and then he broke the locks so many times, I had to padlock this fucking place. I mean, look at this. There's so many holes in the walls that he punched through the wall. I mean, the kid was delusional, so hardcore. I remember him throwing and pushing furniture at me and my father standing there. And then one time he took a phone and he threw it at me, and it almost hit one of my dad's paintings here. And so I said to myself, now I have to go get a big fucking bill for shipping and storage of stuff that's, because my own home was violated. So here I am going to have to say, hey, you know what, Andreas? Here's the deal. I'm going to make you a nice, generous offer, or you can go to the court and have them explain to you all the financial debt and what the real circumstances surrounding your father's dying broke, in case you didn't understand him having to bail you out of trouble caused him to be broke, and you want to believe he lost his money in the stock market or his 401k tanked with Jerry Turkan to the tune of his entire $300,000 life savings. No, I don't think so. I think my dad did make a mistake with a mutual fund with Jerry Turkan and lost a significant amount of money, but I've seen all the receipts, and my brother came in here and took all those, thinking, oh, well, there's no such thing that, I could have photocopied them or something. I mean, it's not that those things are going to just disappear, and go away. You can't change the past and the history of stuff, and I'm not trying to slander his name or anything. I'm trying to save everything here, and it's so hard not to be angry. Somebody's so hard-headed. I mean, they just told him, look, now we're the administrators of the state. Bang. Okay? Negative $63K I paid into this. Andreas, $0. Andreas breaks in the house. Had to put shit in storage. Ollie found a foot of water in the basement. Shit all fucked up and flooded and damaged. Ollie fixing the fucking roof constantly because the fucking trees fall in the house, the tornadoes and shit. Who the fuck are you? Just like, where were you? Where were you? Rest in peace, Jeff Beck.